Traditional yard signs and static listing portals are capturing a rapidly shrinking fraction of the modern buyer pool. The reality is that almost every property hunt now begins on a smartphone, where attention is scarce and the volume of available listings is overwhelming. Look at this data. Exactly 97% of buyers are using the internet to search for their next home. In that crowded environment, standard text and photo listings fall flat. They require the buyer to do the work. Video, on the other hand, instantly communicates the spatial flow of a home and creates an immediate emotional reaction. That emotional reaction translates directly into metrics. Listings with video generate 403% more inquiries than static images, and the sellers are watching. 73% of them actively prefer to list with agents who utilize video marketing. Refusing to adapt to a multi-platform video-first digital ecosystem doesn't save you ad spend. It actively forfeits market share and erodes client trust. But there is a very real operational problem here. High-quality video has historically been slow and expensive to produce. A professional shoot costs between $300 and $1,500. Multiply by 10 listings and your budget is wiped out. Then there's the time debt, 3 to 7 days for delivery. The property might be under contract before the file renders. This forces agents into a brutal compromise. You reserve the high-end video for the luxury estates, and you leave the starter homes with basic photography. The math requires a solution. How can you run high-converting video campaigns across every piece of inventory without bankrupting your business? To solve that, we have to evaluate where your ads actually live. You have to decide whether you are capturing people actively searching or interrupting people who are passively scrolling. This table breaks down the entire digital real estate ecosystem, mapping the specific strengths of each major platform. Notice the Google search row. This format relies on high buyer intent, catching leads exactly when they type a specific neighborhood into their browser. The downside is that Google search demands technical keyword optimization, and you will pay a premium cost per click for that active intent. Now, contrast that with the Meta ecosystem, Facebook and Instagram. These users are in a passive browsing state, but the platform gives you unmatched audience targeting depth. You can isolate buyers within a specific income bracket or target people who recently relocated to your exact metro area. Your chosen platform dictates your creative strategy. You need sharp keyword text to capture active intent on Google, but you need visually arresting video to stop a browsing scroller on Meta. On those social feeds, static image carousels are the fast, low-cost baseline for getting a property online. But carousels have a conversion limit. Because they fail to emotionally pre-qualify buyers, photo-generated leads often fail to convert into actual in-person showings. Short-form vertical video, like Reels and TikToks, solves this. Their algorithmic distribution serves your content to non-followers, generating free organic reach on top of your ad spend. But feed mechanics are ruthless. You have exactly 3 seconds to hook the viewer visually before they swipe away. This is where AI tools like VidAU bridge the gap between cost and conversion. Instead of hiring a crew, you paste an MLS link, and the software instantly generates a fully captioned, multi-scene video asset. By completely automating the editing process, AI changes the economics of real estate marketing. You can now run professional video ads on every listing from day one, regardless of the price point. But a great video is useless if you can't trace it back to a commission check. Real estate sales cycles span 30 to 90 days. If you spend money without tracking, you are flying blind. Look closely at this mandatory tracking infrastructure. Before you launch a single campaign, you must have the Facebook Pixel installed and your Google Analytics connected to a CRM. You need to establish multi-touch attribution. A buyer might watch your Instagram reel in month 1, but finally request a tour via a Google search in month 3. Your data needs to credit both steps. Start measuring raw efficiency at the top of your funnel with cost per lead. This tells you exactly how much you are paying to capture a phone number. Next, evaluate the critical metric at the bottom of the funnel, your showing to offer rate. If your leads are booking showings but never making offers, your creative is working, but your financial targeting is broken. You are simply reaching the wrong audience. Building a profitable ad engine requires matching these metrics and formats to your actual operational capacity. Let's look at 3 specific profiles. For the budget-conscious beginner, your strategy should rely on Facebook lead generation forms and static carousels. The trade-off is simple. You get a very low cost per lead, $15 to $50, but the friction is so low that you will have to execute aggressive manual follow-up to filter out the casual browsers. Next, the time-poor solo agent. Your entire strategy should revolve around AI tools like VidAU to automate short-form vertical video production. You sacrifice bespoke cinematic production, but in return, you buy back hours of your week and tap into massive algorithmic reach across multiple platforms. Finally, the brokerage optimizer. For your high-end inventory, you blend intent capture campaigns on Google with long-form property showcases on YouTube. As detailed in this review framework, optimizers conduct rigorous monthly audits to pause underperforming ads and target a 5 to 20 times return on their ad spend. The agents winning listings in 2026 bypass production bottlenecks with AI and treat their marketing budget as a measurable